Alright, hey guys. So, I'm going to include you in on my dinner. This is what I made. Chicken quinoa with chicken and quinoa. And I used chicken broth to cook it in, not water. And zucchini, broccoli, and cherry tomatoes. And then I made some sweet corn. So that is my dinner. And you guys are going to be right here as I try it. I'm not a big fan of zucchini, but I'm going to try it. Not bad. Not bad. Here's the health, you guys. That's right. Yummy. Cherry tomatoes. Alright, I need some paper towels. I'll be right back, guys.
Be cool.
Alright, sorry, guys. Yeah, so it's very good.
Luca! Oh, what are you doing? I think the greatest one for me. It's a call. Yeah, that's what the water bottle for. He's under that. Yeah, it's left of it. Oh, very cool.
Okay. Oh, I'll show you guys the recipe that I used.
Yes.
It's out of Food Meat Space.
It's a shell. Well, she's the trouble.
It's out of Food Meat Space.
Yeah. Do you think these are too thick? What do you wear instead? Don't worry, if you blow it, I think I'm mistaken. Can you find the free
Chicken and veggie quinoa skillet.
Very funny.
That's the recipe.
You know, the nurses are about to take home.
And I might actually use that for the cover for this. So,
Scares a guy.
but while I'm eating, I'm going to go ahead and do another video. This is on Great Depression era Christmas morning treat. Well, this one's not going to be very long, so I'll just combine these. There's 2 recipes in this. And actually, you're going to get 3, so. Here you go. By Melissa K. Norris. All right, I'm going to share a special Christmas morning treat my grandmother made. Really, Tux? When my father was little. This recipe was long lost as my mother never had it growing up and my grandfather had long left this earth to be with the good Lord. But inside the pages of my great-grandmother's vintage Watkins cookbook was a recipe for chocolate sauce. Paired with that base in my friend Sue Watts, who is an expert cook, she has that uncanny ability to taste food and then go replicate it in the kitchen. I wish I had that ability. I try not to be jealous, but just grateful she's willing to share recipes with me. We tweaked the recipe to create a silky and delicious chocolate gravy. Interesting. Well, my grandmother would have had to save to buy the cocoa powder, flour, sugar, and salt. The butter and milk would have been plentiful from the cow. I did add a splash of vanilla extract, though I doubt that would have been an ingredient on hand in their humble kitchen during the Depression and the years directly following. Melissa K. Norris is a 5th-generation homesteader who lives with her husband and 2 children in the Pacific Northwest of Washington State. They raise over 90% of their own organic pasture-raised meat and over 60% of their own fruits and vegetables. Her popular website, melissaknorris.com, and Pioneering Today podcasts help thousands of people live healthier and self-sufficient lives. Okay, so here's the recipe for chocolate gravy. Sounds interesting. And I'll show you the function.
So I struck you into mentorship.
Sounds good.
Tomorrow morning, depending on how you look. I'm going to do this.
Shared from Handmade, the Modern Guide for Made from Scratch Living. Ingredients. 1/2 cup of melted butter, 1 tablespoon of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. Okay, with the flour, make sure it's organic. The butter, make sure it's raw.
16-year-old restrained driving would be a
Best if it's from raw milk. Real butter.
Who's still there when we left? Take it somewhere.
And the sugar, raw cane sugar. The salt, make sure it's the sea salt or Redmond's real salt. 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. Best if it's organic. Organic cacao powder. 3/4 cup of boiling water. Make sure it's not
Neck is clear. Okay, roll away.
tap water. Make sure it's good filtered water, you know. 1 cup of milk,
It's a 65 Mustang. It doesn't have
coconut milk, almond milk, or fresh milk. And when I say fresh milk, I mean from the cow. Fresh. Hey, Tux, dang it!
chest is clear.
Hang on, I gotta. Sorry, guys. Tux was trying to climb through the window going into the kitchen. Okay. Anyway. So make sure your water is good, purified. You know, pure water. Okay. Milk, fresh milk, coconut milk, almond milk, or fresh milk. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which is optional, and pure vanilla would be great. Okay. So instructions. Melt butter in a medium saucepan over medium heat. Blend flour with melted butter until combined. Add sugar, salt, and cocoa powder. Whisk in boiling water and milk. Let the milk get hot and remove the pot from the stove. Stir in the vanilla. If you let it boil, it may thicken up like a pudding, thicker than gravy. Serve warm over biscuits. If you have any leftovers, it makes a wonderful chocolate sauce for homemade chocolate milk or over ice cream. Store extra in a glass jar in the fridge for up to a week. Okay, and that was the first recipe. The second one is easy, flaky buttermilk biscuits. It wouldn't be very fair of me to share chocolate gravy and then not give you the best, flakiest, most melt-in-your-mouth biscuit recipe there ever was. This biscuit recipe hails from my mother's kitchen, who was known as one of the best bakers in all of Skillet County. Ingredients. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Best if it's, you know, your organic, healthy flour. 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, best if it's homemade. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt or Redmond's real salt. 1/2 cup of butter, real butter, 1 stick. 2 teaspoons of raw unfiltered honey. And 1 cup of buttermilk, best if it's fresh buttermilk, like from actually making butter. Okay. Instructions. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Hey! Cinnamon, I will smack you. No! You can get off the couch. Sorry. She was going after my food. Alright. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Mix up your dry ingredients and then bring out your butter from the fridge. Cut it lengthwise in half, then in half again, and then cube it up. Use a pastry cutter and work in the butter until it looks itty-bitty pea-sized clumps with the dry ingredients. Add the raw honey and 3/4 cup of fresh buttermilk until it sticks together on itself. If you need to add the rest of the 1/4 cup, go ahead. But it should be a shaggy type dough, not smooth. Lightly dust the countertop with flour and dump your dough out. Gently pat it into a 1/2 inch rectangle. It should be slightly tacky. If it sticks to your fingers, lightly, and I mean lightly, dust the top with flour. Fold into thirds, turn it vertically, and pat back out into a rectangle. Fold into thirds and repeat once more, a total of 3 times, patting and folding. On the final pat out, cut out your biscuits. You'll get 6 biscuits, and then push the scraps together for the last 2 biscuits. Place biscuits in a cast iron skillet for a baking sheet and bake for 15 minutes or until golden on the top. Note, you can cut out the biscuits, place them on a cookie sheet, and freeze them for 15 minutes, then place them in a freezer container. To bake, put frozen biscuits in a cast iron skillet or baking sheet and bake them from frozen, increasing baking time by 3 to 4 minutes. And there's the picture for those.
Dehydration.
And I do believe that was it for that section. Yes, it is. Alrighty then. So that was it for Great Depression era Christmas morning treats. So you guys are going to get triple. Okay, hang on, guys. You guys are going to get triple the glory recipes in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get off from here, and I will get this video uploaded, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.